Hey everybody, welcome back to Burn This Podcast, a podcast by Burn This Records. BurnThisRecords.com, Burn This Records on Instagram. You know all the shit. This is Brandie Posey. Thank you for listening. You're hearing an episode which means our third album is coming out this Friday, March 1st, 2024. It's a split record from Edward Bell and Sammy Anzer. I sit down with both of them. They are adorable little friends, and you get to hear their friendship play out on the podcast as they discover new things about themselves and each other. Their split album is called Residual Income, and it was recorded live in Boulder, Colorado, as opposed to dead anywhere else. Grab a copy of their album, hope you enjoy it, and enjoy the episode.
We don't need no water, let the motherfucker burn.
This podcast.
I'm Sammy Anzer.
And I'm Edward Bell.
Congratulations, you know your names. You guys nailed it.
That was hard for a second.
Yeah, so you guys have a split album coming out on the label. I'm stoked. It's very funny. Why are we doing a split? How do you guys know each other? Paint me your story.
Ooh, Ed, you want to start
Do
this
I want to
story?
start?
It's a famous story.
It's not a famous story. It's how did we meet? Yeah, just doing open mics though. Back when we were, that's all we did. Back when we didn't have anything going on.
It was a dark and stormy Tuesday at Comedy Works.
Yeah. So we've known each other for 5 years or something. Been friends pretty much since we met. And then a couple of years ago, we were joking around about trying to figure out a way to sustain ourselves off of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And the guys that we like doing it right now, kind of like Chad Daniels, they put out a lot of albums on their own. So we were joking about how we don't want to move to LA or New York, and we just want to be on our own little island like Chad Daniels and release our own stuff. And then a couple of years later, Sammy's like, "Oh, we should actually do it now."
Yeah. He's like, that thing, we're making good on a promise. It's not just talk. Got it.
And then Ed pitched the idea, and he talked about that's how punk albums back in the day used to do it. One band would get half of their people to listen to it and the other half, and everyone would get something. And I always imagined it like a rap duo, which is why the cover is kind of what it is too. So it's a little punk influence, a little rap influence, but it's a comedy project and a way for us to be working comedians here in Denver.
I love that. I'm also a little punk kid, so I grew up on those compilations. Those were an amazing way to find new stuff. Every year, the Warped Tour would come out with a new one, and you'd be like, oh, okay. Which is funny because, Ed, I have a really hard time remembering that your name is Edward Bell because my brain wants to call you Ernie Ball. Literally every time I'm just like, his name is Edward Bell. You better say it right. Stop calling him Ernie Ball in your brain. That's how many side stages I went to back in the day.
Sammy, I know that reference is over your head.
It is.
Well, it's a major sponsor for the Vans Warped Tour. They make guitar strings.
I was going to say Ed would know because he still goes to Warped Tour.
No, he doesn't because Warped Tour stopped a few years ago. I know because I went to the last one. Thank you so much. You were outnumbered on this podcast, Sammy.
All right.
You'd be surprised. They used to have a rap stage. I've seen Atmosphere at Warped Tours back in the day. Sage Francis used to play Warped Tour. A lot of the Epitaph rappers used to be on Warped Tour a lot.
Eminem did Warped Tour. You know him.
Yeah,
I do know
with his work.
I for sure do.
Katy Perry.
I was there the Katy Perry year.
Yeah, the Katy Perry year. She was on the Ernie Ball stage. She wasn't even main stage.
I love Katy Perry. I work out to her music all the time.
Well, there you go.
I think one of the biggest things that's kind of affected the way that I see the world, that growing up in New York, I was raised by women. And I think when you're raised by women, it changes the way that you see the world. Women, did you know that in men's bathrooms, we have signs that remind us not to pee everywhere? Did you know that? And usually these signs are pretty cute. They'll say something like, if you sprinkle when you tinkle, be a sweetie and wipe the seedy. Which is crazy because women have a sign in their bathroom too. But women have, do not flush feminine products down the toilet. What a stark contrast, right? You would never see a woman's bathroom sign that's like, if you flush your tampon, our pipes will get their cramps on. I think it's because you have to be sweet to men to get us to do something, right? You got to be nice to us if you want us to do something. Because if I saw a bathroom sign that said, "Do not piss everywhere." Oh, I'm pissing everywhere. You don't know me like that. You're not my piss daddy. I'll turn this bathroom into a Picasso right now. I will put the seat down when I'm done because I was raised by women, though.
Man, do you guys tour around a lot together?
Actually, I don't think we've ever went on tour now that you mention it.
No, we've ended up at the same festivals and stuff before, but
Nice.
I mean, have we done anything outside of Colorado together, like road work? I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
We have worked on a lot lot of projects together.
Yeah, that's true.
But as far as road work together, not really.
I've always been I think I always pitch it and Ed always shoots it down. Like I'm always like, I want to see your exotic homeland of Iowa. Like introduce me to your people. It's a part of the country I've never been to. And I've been saying like, hey, when this album comes out, let me meet your family.
Yeah, you guys are making it official. You're putting a ring on it, basically. Yeah. Bound forever.
Yeah, maybe we should do a tour thing. I don't know. What do you think, Ed? This is his chance to deflect.
Chance to deflect. Well, usually your idea is, hey, Ed, could you book a whole tour for us?
Yeah. What am I going to do? Set it up in Iowa? I have very few connects there.
You make things happen.
This is fun for me because I get to spend this podcast trying to figure out who's the anxious and who's the avoidant in your relationship with each other.
We probably go back and forth.
I would say, yeah.
Ed, you're from Iowa originally, and Sammy, you're from Queens. When did you guys both move to Denver? Like, was that around 5 years ago when you both met each other, or?
I've been here 6 years.
6 years.
And I've been doing comedy here 6 years, and I actually started comedy in Memphis.
Memphis. Oh yeah, you say on the album you lived in Tennessee for a minute there.
Yeah.
Trying to think what's in Memphis stand-up wise. That's fun.
Not much.
I was gonna say I'm racking my brain and there's just like a cricket noise.
Except in Memphis it would just be a gunshot noise.
Yeah. Man, I remember being in Memphis one time and staying with a booker whose brother was in town for his birthday, because what he did on his birthday every year is he went to every Firehouse Subs, because Firehouse Subs gives you a free sub on your birthday, and he would get as many free subs as he could in the city of Memphis, no vegetables, and he would freeze those, and that's what he would eat for the next month. That was what he did every year on his birthday, and I was like, there's so many other things that could happen, but you seem happy.
What a hustle.
I know. I was like, now that's the grind. Comics talk about the grind a lot. But that's a sub grind. Grinder.
Before I did comedy, I used to work a lot of temp jobs. They didn't know they were temp jobs. I knew they were temp jobs. And I've gone to a lot of job interviews in my life, and I think I've been to so many job interviews in my life because I actually have one of the last looks that you're still allowed to discriminate against in job interviews. Like one time I applied to wash cars at a car wash, and they told me I could not work there because they had appearance standards. They said that to my face. Turns out there are no laws protecting guys that look like they can spell kombucha. I'm gonna be totally honest with you all. That joke only works in Colorado. I tell that joke in other parts of the country, and they're like, aren't we at war with kombucha? Thanks a lot, Biden. I have interviewed for a lot of jobs. The highest paying job I ever interviewed for, it paid $25 an hour, and I did not get the job. And I think I didn't get the job because I started spending the money in my head even before I got the job. I was like, $25 an hour? I don't know if I'm ready to own my own leather jackets.
Ed, I always forget that you're Iowan from listening to you, because you don't strike me as, most of the Iowans I know are not as chill as you are.
Sure. I feel more Iowan if I go to like the eastern portion of the United States.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Then I notice that I am Iowan in my roots. But no, I have adopted the whole West Coast laid backness pretty quickly. I don't know. I mean, it's always there though. You can't shake it.
How thick is your blood? Question.
Pretty thick. I actually, now that I've lived away from there so long, the cold does bother me a lot. I'm a big baby about it. But when I lived there, I mean, it would be like negative 50 degrees wind chill or whatever, and you just walk to class that day.
Yeah.
Your eyelashes would freeze. When you blinked, your eyelashes would freeze.
What?
Man. Sammy, now, do you really want to go now?
No. No. I didn't even know Iowa was in a cold part of the country.
It's very cold.
Wait, what do you know about Iowa? I'd actually like to hear Sammy's Iowa facts based on what his assumptions about it are.
Potatoes come from
You're
there.
so wrong, dude. And you know you're wrong. You know that's Idaho.
Yeah, other I state. Damn.
Okay. Corn.
Okay.
That's a big part. I would say might be the biggest part.
Oh, it's a swing state.
It is a swing state. It feels like less so lately, but historically, yes.
Yeah, the caucuses happened there.
Right.
The first primary.
I think that's it. Just the potatoes and the caucus.
There's no potatoes.
No potatoes.
Zero.
No potatoes.
It's all corn.
That's okay. All right, Ed, what do you think about Queens?
Queens, I know it's gross. I know there's trash everywhere.
That is not true.
I know that almost nobody owns their home. I know that they're very proud about living in Queens. I don't see why, but I know that they're all very proud of it. I know that it's almost Manhattan, but not quite. But you wouldn't know that by the way they act. I mean, mostly I just know the odor, that it smells like urine all the time.
It's a fragrance, okay?
Yeah, there's definitely a cologne going on.
Oh, and the weather's horrible. It's cold in the winter and hot during the summer.
Yeah, but it's not freeze your eyelashes cold.
Yeah, it's not. But I mean, I guess I just don't see the appeal is what I'm saying.
I mean, we both left, right?
That's the important thing. You both left and you found each other in Colorado, where there's nothing wrong with Colorado.
I think I picked this up before I came to Colorado. I went from Queens, New York, and I lived in Tennessee for 3 years. I lived in the South. And that was culture shock for me. In the South, they would hate nerdy stuff and they would hate gay stuff, and they would let you know. They would be very upfront about it. They'd be like, where are you going to sit when you watch that anime movie? On a penis? They would hate nerdy stuff and they would hate gay stuff. But on the weekend, they would cosplay Civil War battles. Most people want to dress up as like Catwoman or Superman or Goku, and your fantasy is to be your great-grandfather and lose a war?
Can you guys do an impression of each other?
Oh, damn.
I promise I'm not trying to ruin your friendship.
No, let's hear it, Sammy.
Oh, man, I feel like I need time
You love to do voices on stage.
I do. I do a lot more voices and impressions. Strangely, I haven't been working on an Ed impression, but now I'm going to start. But it's probably something like, yeah, dude, whatever. Yeah, that sounds great.
It's pretty lame. My impression of Sammy is, I mean, he says a punchline, and then it's not a punchline, and then he smiles, and then they laugh. That's my impression of Sammy.
He does have a big, beautiful smile. You're right.
I like that redirection as a compliment, Brandie. I appreciate that.
I mean, professional podcaster over here. I know how it's done. I'm also trying to keep the peace so this album comes out smoothly.
But also, maybe some drama is good. Maybe some drama is good.
Oh, I'm gonna cut it. Don't worry. This gets cut in a way that it will seem like you were feuding, and then the resolution will
Good.
be on the album. So don't worry. That's.
A Jerry Springer episode.
I mean, I wish. You know what? He's funny. That's funny. Jerry Springer's like one of the first celebrities I ever met when I lived in LA. I used to be a talent PA. One of my first jobs out here, and I worked on this TV show that he was a guest on, and it was like a weird improv TV show called Thank God You're Here. Nobody ever remembers it. It wasn't very good, but he was one of my guys. And you're supposed to like sit outside of their room and not make eye contact or speak to them, basically. But he was like, "Yeah, fuck that. Come in here. Come hang out with me. What do you want for lunch? They get me nice lunch. Do you get nice lunch? I'll buy you nice lunch. I'll make the production pay for it." So we like hung out all day, and then like he did his thing and he was great. And then afterwards he was like, where you gotta, do they send you off to like go do like other PA stuff, like pull trash and stuff? And I was like, yeah, that's what happens when you leave. And he's like, I'm gonna stick around for another half an hour then. Let's talk. What are your dreams? And he was just a delight. And then he walked him out to his car and he was like, you were the highlight of my entire day, Brandie. And I was like,
wow,
I love
cool.
Jerry Springer, man. So
you know what? I love that too, because Jerry Springer from Queens, New York.
What is he?
Yeah,
Damn.
he is.
Point for Queens. Point
Let's
for
go.
Queens. That's fair. Who's from Iowa, Ed? What we got?
We got Ashton Kutcher. We got Elijah Wood. Those are the
They
two
look like
biggest
the
ones.
same guy, don't
Yeah.
they?
They do. One's a taller, longer version.
They're just making the same guy over there.
Yeah.
You kind of look like them too.
We are all born in the same city. So.
There's an elfinness to you, a hobbitness a little bit. Ashton Kutcher, the most chill hobbit. Funny.
All right, well, let's get to know each other. I'm going to go first, though. I was raised white trash. Thank you. That's a little bit different than redneck. We do not have any guns. That's a little bit different than trailer trash. We do not have any swords. Now you know the difference. I'm originally from a small town. I'm originally from a town so small that if you want to be on the fire department, you are. That's it, just one requirement. I like being from a small town, right? Because small towns are weird. Like big cities try really hard to be weird, like keep Portland weird, keep Austin weird. Small towns just are weird. Like I know a guy who found out you have to pay property taxes on houseboats. So he dug a moat around his house. Yeah, it turns out there's like one law about property taxes. There's like 20 laws about digging a moat. That guy's in jail now.
What's your favorite joke on the album of each other? Could you guys know each other's acts enough to know like who's each other's favorite jokes?
Yeah, I really love. I love.
You're looking at the track listing right now.
No. I'm imagining.
You're looking at
Why
the
would I
track
have the
listing.
track list there? I'm imagining.
You're talking your way through it because you're quickly scrolling.
You guys know how it is,
anyway.
right? You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
No, I really love Ed's joke about Robot Butler. That's one of my favorite jokes of his, and also a clip he just posted to promote the album, which is about his father dropping out of school in the 8th grade.
Yeah, that's a great bit. Yeah,
I love those both.
Funny.
My favorite Sammy joke. It's actually I think it's what you open with. I think it's the Frontier knife joke. It's your most jokey joke. It's the most set up punch. So I think that's probably why I like it.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to post that and tag Frontier and just try to stir it up with them. Maybe honestly, you should tag Spirit too and maybe get sponsored by Spirit.
Whoa.
If you can be like, look, I'm making fun of another airline that's not you.
And then hold them for hostage with jokes. And if you don't post this, I'm going to switch this joke to Spirit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, all jokes should have a tinge of violence in them, I think. It's cool.
I think so.
Yeah.
Watch Frontier come to my house and beat the shit out of me for it too.
Oh man, they don't. What's the gas prices out there right now? They wouldn't have. They couldn't. They
Yeah.
wouldn't. They wouldn't spend the money.
They're just at the airport, like, you'll be back. We'll get you when you get back.
Yeah, exactly. You're not past us yet. It's cool. Has your family heard any of your jokes, Ed?
Yeah. My family's pretty wildly supportive. I know that they're not supposed to be when you do comedy, but
That's
no,
nice
they
to
like
have at
it.
least.
My family's funny. Where if I do a joke about them, they're just happy I'm talking about them. They
Yeah,
don't care at all that they're being made fun of. They're just like, yeah, he's talking about me right now.
I get that. I have like a joke about my dad drinks a lot of milk. Like like 4 gallons a week, like too much milk. It's disgusting. And I make fun of him, and he's been in the room, and people always go, "Oh no!" And I hear, "Dude, he's here. Tell him how horrible it is." And it's fun to make a room full of strangers just be disgusted by your father sometimes.
That's a ton of milk.
Yeah, man, it's bad. It's a problem. I don't know why. I don't know when I don't know when it started. I don't know what to do about it. But
You think he's addicted?
I kind of do. He lives with my aunt, and she like does the cooking, but she has a low carb household basically. So he doesn't get sweets anymore, and he just like does not know how a grocery store works whatsoever. So I'm like, it's not that hard. It's like pretending you're at Lowe's, but it's like carrots instead of nails. Like that's all it is. It's not that difficult. He just like doesn't know how a grocery store works.
Classic man.
My dad is like the most classic toxic man of all time. Love him, but goddamn, it's crazy. But my aunt like won't buy sweets, so I think my dad just like chugs 2% for the sugar in it, which is disgusting. It's gross.
Does he think like, is he the kind of guy that like vegetables will make him gay?
He's not worried about anything making him gay, but he is like he is a real meat and potatoes kind of guy. Like he's very Depression era food, like biscuits and gravy and like very World War II era shit. And I'm always like, that's not there's so much more. Like I took him to like a Peruvian restaurant once, and it blew his mind that like a green sauce could be good.
I love that. I know that the salsa verde, that's one of my favorites. Do you ever with the chicken? Ooh.
Oh, always.
Yeah.
Big old fan. Big fan. Yeah, I don't know. He's a ridiculous person. Anyway, less about my dad. Yep,
What about Ed's dad?
Yeah.
Famously a deadbeat dude.
I think you have the better deadbeat dude joke. Isn't your one about seeing him on at lunch is on the album, right?
I don't know if I put that on the album. That might
Or
be
did it
on.
get cut?
Yeah, that might have got cut.
You did it that weekend for sure.
I did. Yeah, the first time I met my father after lunch, I was like, fully grown man. This is a few years ago. He gave me like a dap, like a handshake, and he slid me money in the handshake.
Oh shit. How much?
It was like $60 probably.
Not enough.
I know, right? Which is like what amount of money that you could slide would make up for it. Like I was like, yeah, and he gave me
Yeah.
500. You'd still be like, that's not enough.
No, I'd be like, I don't know, like $1,000 for every year that you weren't around. Like, oh, I couldn't be in your life because I was saving this whole time. And like if he dapped you like,
it.
Yeah. Like a giant check, that would be worth it.
Yeah.
60 is pretty hilarious because it was just what he had in his wallet.
Yeah. And it was probably not everything he had in his wallet.
No.
Like he's probably like, well, I gotta save some.
No, yeah. He like went to the ATM, took out 100, and he said, I'm gonna need that 40 though.
Yeah, that's word.
Well, you guys, I'm not just rich in love anymore. I'm actually rich. Did you just laugh at me? Oh, you guys aren't any better. I told you I was rich and you all got quiet. You were like, we'll see how rich you are. No, I'm rich. This is how I know I'm rich. This is how I know I made it in life. Because I got... love. No. Love doesn't matter. This is actual wealth. This is how I know I'm rich. Because I got... a silver refrigerator. Now what? Thank you guys. You know Yes, you guys over here not impressed. What's it gonna take? Do you not know how? I started at the bottom level refrigerator, tapioca. You know the one that used to be white? It's like yellowish. It has a wooden handle from when we thought wood was fancy to put on appliances. Then next level of refrigerator is white refrigerator, and that means you are right. You're all right. Probably you. What do you got? You got a white fridge? Oh my God! How did I know that? Yeah, just as a quick sidebar, do you guys know that people who have silver refrigerators keep white refrigerators in their garage? But yo, on my silver fridge, I got the ice thing. Do you know what I'm talking about? The ice thing? Yo, and I got the different styles of ice too, you guys. Yo, I got crushed ice. Say what else? No, that was Mike. Say what else? I got cubed ice. Say don't stop. I got. What do I got? I have water. Who said that? Yeah, the liquid ice. I forgot I have that. And if I'm being honest, I live in an apartment, so I don't own the fridge. I rent the fridge. It still counts. Yes. Thank you, bro. You're going to get the silver one day. I know. You got the mentality. You got the heart. Yeah, bro.
Do you have like secret siblings that you didn't know about or anything?
I have one, yeah.
I do too.
Really?
Oh,
shit. Look at you. Look at
yeah,
that.
and I never talk about it too. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I met mine for the first time last year. I was in Chicago doing shows, and he hit me up on Instagram, and he was like, "Hey, can I come to your show?" Like, I knew he existed, but we had literally never talked.
Mm-hmm.
And then he came to my show, and he kind of looked like me, and we ate pizza, and it was fine.
Wow.
Wait, so who's the second family? You or him?
Dude, I am the third family, man. My dad got 3 ladies pregnant in 90 days.
Wow. Did he have a punch card? What the hell?
Wow.
This is wild. Yeah. So I have like a bunch of brothers that are like the exact same age.
Wow.
That's crazy. When did he tell you about it? How old?
Well, I knew about one of them when I was like a kid because he came like one summer to visit.
He did. Sorry.
And then I didn't know about the other one until I don't know, I was like 20 maybe. I don't know, sometime in college I found out about him. But obviously neither one of us were in a rush to meet each other because we just met last year. So we're definitely related.
Yeah. Well, it's like, what are you gonna do? Be like, oh, so I want to compare notes on. Oh, that's where he was when he wasn't here. Okay, got it. Let's put the timelines together. I have a couple of different friends that like 23andMe has made their lives extremely messy because they've been like just had new people. I have like a friend that found out that his dad wasn't actually his dad. His mom had slept with her younger brother's boyfriend because she was mad at that guy. So there's like, oh, you're not, and he found that out like 3 years ago, and he's like, almost 40. So he was just like, he's like, oh, weird. My dad is actually a Texas oil man instead.
That's who's gonna slide you money.
How did you find out about your secret sibling?
It's kind of uneventful, but like I found out that he like had a family, and the kid's like, he's like 10 years younger than me. He's a teenager now, and like I talked to him, and he's cool, and like he's like going through his like difficult teenage stage, and like we talk and stuff like that, but it's like it's so weird because like I don't know, he doesn't have like he's not growing up with any direct siblings, and like we're in such different points in our lives.
Totally. Do you have other siblings that are like your
I have a sister.
You have a sister.
Yeah, and that's how I moved to Colorado because my sister, my nephews, her husband lived here, so I wanted to be with them.
Are you guys both uncles? You both have uncle energy. So
yeah, we're both uncles.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I don't know. I don't think you're a good comedian if you're not an uncle or an aunt, right? Like I think every every one of my favorite ones is just like has like a part-time kid they hang out with sometimes. They get to be a weird influence.
Yeah, you like help create mischief. It's like, hey, your mom says you have to do this, but
Like, do you guys have like uncle moves?
I taught my nephew how to hop fences and how to roll dice. So those are
Oh,
those are
that's
skills
good.
my sister's probably not glad that he has.
That's good uncle shit though.
I just torment my niece and nephew. I think it's hilarious because they're my oldest brother's kids, and he used to torment me. So I mean, it's just coming right back around. So I mean, my move is just to play any board game with them, and then act like I've never lost it in my entire life. Like I ruined a whole Christmas one year because I pointed out that Jenga is the only game with really only one loser and everybody else wins. So that was
break a kid's brain.
yeah. So that was a pretty fun Christmas. But yeah, I just like to torment them.
Yeah, I'm an aunt. It's pretty good. I got two nieces that they're both COVID. Well, one of them's a COVID niece. The other one is like 6 months old right now. So it's like I don't know them. They're both in Maryland where I'm from originally, so I don't know them very well. But like we're well, one of them's 4, one of them's 6 months. How well can you know a baby? But where I'm excited for as they get a little bit older and actually know who I am. The like first Christmas that my one niece was born, because I couldn't travel because of COVID, I got a cardboard cutout of myself and just mailed that. I
That's
was like,
hilarious.
yeah, throw me in the pictures, guys. That'll be fun. And then she just kept crying at it. I was like, sorry. I thought it was funny. I didn't realize a baby would be upset
Ed
about
would
this.
like that. That would be a
Yeah.
success according to Ed's metrics. But that's such a cool aunt move.
Felt good. It's in my closet in like the room that I stay in when I'm in Maryland now too. And I forget every time I go home and I'm like, open the door. I'm terrified of like looking yourself in the eye. It's very scary. But
As someone who has a lot of memorabilia of themselves around the house, I know what
Yes,
that's
you do.
like.
do you? What
Oh yeah.
what
You got the face
kind?
blanket handy, dude?
I have a blanket of myself with my face on it. Oh, I can't go from my computer. I have a laser engraving. Let me get the laser engraving. You guys
Oh,
will
Laser
see.
engraving.
please.
I
Oh
don't
my
think I've
God.
even seen the laser engraving.
Oh my
He has a-
gosh.
He wears a locket at all times with his own picture in it.
That's
You
amazing.
could even see the locket in the album cover. It's a
Oh
locket of
man.
my face. Yeah, you guys.
That's oh
Oh
my gosh.
wow!
Wow, you look like a missing child. I love it.
That
Look
looks
at
like
how
a
many
memorial.
angles of me. Yeah.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
I sell dental floss with my face on it.
That
I have
laser etching made it look like you died for our country, dude.
No, yeah, in a future war. I love it.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I'm really proud of that. There's a lot of things that have my face on it. Oh, look, here's a picture of me. It's a child Sammy.
Aw, little kid. Look at me, little tie.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was a
man.
fake
You look
tie.
like Obama, man.
Yeah, totally. I love that you have so many pictures of yourself around your place. Ed, do you have any photos of Sammy at your place?
I think I do. I think I have one on my fridge.
Oh yeah, for a while I was giving out pictures of myself for people to put on their fridge.
It's like he worked at a school, but it's like his school photo. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's wearing a
It's-
suit.
Oh my God, I love that.
I
That's
actually
ridiculous.
came up with this idea. Do you guys think this would be funny? Like, how like everyone's always trying to like find new ways to put their jokes on social media and stuff like that in
Mhm.
like different forms. And I think I want to record myself watching my own stand-up and laughing.
I mean, I think it fits the brand.
Yeah, dude, that's so on brand.
It reminds me of
Like reaction videos to myself.
isn't there like and you're a much better person than this, but you know how like R. Kelly's Trapped in the Closet? He did like a commentary track of him watching Trapped in the Closet. Somebody needs to take that idea and do it that isn't him. So I nominate you. I think that'd be great.
This half of the room's feeling pretty married. Right now, that's cool. That's cool. Anybody on dates tonight? Just you two back there? That's everybody else is just hanging out with strangers. Everyone's sitting in pairs of 2 and they're like, nope, not on the dates. Not on the date at all. Just you two brave souls back there. That's what love looks like, okay? Have you been dating a while? Second date. All right. Maybe that's what love looks like. We'll find out later, I guess. Come back, listen to my second album to hear about that.
All right, guys. Well, thank you. The album, it's super fucking funny. You guys are both awesome. It comes out March 1st, which is exciting. My favorite month, my birthday month. So yeah, it's available for pre-order now. You guys can go to burnthisrecords.com, burn this records on Instagram. Where can people find you guys online?
My handle everywhere is at Edward Bell Comedy.
Nice. And mine on everything is Bad Boy Anzer. Anzer's my last name. Bad Boy's my lifestyle.
I love it. Well, follow them, get their album, everybody, and thank you for listening. And we'll talk to you in a few weeks with the next release. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.